Grand Rising. Good day. And good night. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to El Yashuadi's channel. Welcome to 144 from the stars. Tarot, let's go ahead and give Odin a treat. There are two totems for this message. One of them being a turducken. Why? I don't know. I feel like we're about to find out. Oh gosh, I don't know if you guys have ever seen the movie. Is it John Hancock with Will Smith in it? And he was like, I'm gonna shove your head up his butt and shove your head up his butt. I don't know if y'all know what scene I'm talking about, but that's what I thought of when I said turducken. So maybe this has to do with a bunch of people kind of getting shoved into one judgment dish. Okay, maybe. I don't know. We'll find out. The other totem comes with a painting. Ain't that nice? This totem is an albatross on top of a hippopotamus's head, adorned with flowers as well. I think they're called lay. I don't know. I'm sorry, Shay. I'm trying to learn, but I don't know. All right, but I do remember pa'a. I remember that shit. I will never forget pa'a. That sounds delicious. Anyways, getting distracted. The name of God we chose, El Yashuadi, can be found in Isaiah chapter 12, verse 2. Yep. And it means God is my salvation. I have some word. We're going to read it. Oh, man, shut up. We're reading it. Anyways, I'm going to start at Psalm 78. We're going to be reading from Psalm 78. I'm going to read the first 8 verses, and then we're going to skip over. I'm going to start at verse 33, and I'm going to read till verse 39. Give ear, O my people, to my Torah. Incline your ears to the words of my mouth. I will open my mouth in a parable. I will utter dark sayings of old, which we have heard and known, and our fathers have told us. We will not hide them from their children, showing to the generation to come the praises of Yahuwah and his strength, and his wonderful works that he has done. For he established a testimony in Ya'akah, and appointed a Torah in Yashar El, which he commanded our fathers, that they should make them known to their children, that the generation to come might know them, even the children which should be born. Who should arise and declare them to their children, that they might set their hope in Elohim, and not forget the works of El, but guard his commandments, and might not be as their fathers, a stubborn and rebellious generation, a generation that set not their heart aright, and whose ruach was not steadfast with El. We're going to skip over to verse 33 now. Therefore, their days did he consume in vanity, and their years in trouble. When he slew them, then they sought him, and they returned and inquired early after El. And they remembered that Elohim was their rock, and El Elyon their redeemer. Nevertheless, they did flatter him with their mouths, and they lied to him with their tongues. For their heart was not right with him, neither were they steadfast in his covenant. I feel like there is an example God is going to make out of a group of people. And it's one of those things where people are going to witness and be silent as they witness it. You ever see something and like the whole room is just like, I don't know if stunned is the right word, but they're still. Everyone is still. It's kind of hard to even have a thought about it. You're just witnessing it all go down. That's what I'm sensing of this. Four of Wands. I didn't fully want to come out either. Three of Wands. And Judgment. I will build a house on a rock, but first the previous walls must come crumbling down. What does that mean? Okay. Judgment, 4 wands, and 3 of wands. That's 8 wands. No, it's not. That's 7. I can't count, y'all. Excuse me. I dropped out. Another 6 wands with 8 of swords. Someone at first did not see that you would be victorious over them, that you would overcome their betrayal. Someone thought that they got you. Like they had a trick up their sleeve and it was a kill shot. Like they thought they had the, I don't know what word I'm looking for, but they thought that they had it. Like whatever they thought there was no coming back from this. That you would never come back from this. You would never get back up. Like they had the knockout shot. Like there was no way you were going to win after this. There was no way you were going to stand back up. Well, okay. Yeah, strength reverse. They're not as strong as they thought they were. And I think God is about to reveal that to them. I feel like it's multiple people. Multiple people are about to find out they're not as strong as they thought they were. And they thought that they did the one and done on you. Like this was the final one. There was no way you were going to come back from this. They did it. They did it. They thought they did it. Empress reverse. It's that energy again. Again. Empress reverse energy. Okay. All right. Strength reverse though. At least she's showing up like this time. He, she, whatever. Showing up correctly. Weak as fuck and under God's judgment. And under your feet, collective. Also, you can like, your spirit can be put to rest in the sense that like, you don't have anything to worry about. And God's taking care of this. Sometimes God wants us to do things. Sometimes God doesn't want us to do anything at all. And God will do it. And I'm feeling like this is something God's going to do. God is going to do this. Whatever this judgment is, whatever this series of events is, whatever this exposure is, it's the hand of God. It's judgment. We got this 9 of swords. Someone may have thought that because of information they had on you, that they had you. Like, oh, I know your childhood traumas. I know your birthday. I know your birth chart. I know where you live. I know your family. I know your kid's name. There's no way you can beat us. Something. They thought because of their connections, because of the people they knew, they thought because like they were working together with other people that there was no way you were going to overcome this. You were never going to overcome their attacks, their plot against you. This was a final blow. They thought they were going to win. They were going to get away with this. And they were going to gain. And I'm feeling like a sick energy, like they were after your life. Like they wanted to take your life into their hands. And they wanted to gain. And I feel like they were real confident or cocky because they might have been connected to someone who's done this before. May have been connected to an organized group that has done this before. And they were real cocky, confident. Oh, we'll just do to them what we've done to them. They were comfortable with this sense of security and protection that they felt with their brothers or some shit. Like a brotherhood, a cult, or some weird ass. I don't fucking know. It ain't right. It ain't right. We got Ace of Pentacles. We got Ace of Cups. Someone is gaining, and it's not this Empress reverse. We got this Nine of Swords. We got this Queen of Cups. I feel like there may be a feminine energy that is tied up in the mix of this. If someone's trying to hide under the guise, like I'm literally feeling a feminine energy who's emotionally manipulative, and part of the mask that they're trying to hide under is I am a mother who's grieving and is struggling and having a hard time. But they're actually wicked. And they're a sellout. Wheel of Fortune. Something's hidden to this person. Someone's frustrated. And I think it's this feminine energy. There's another energy here, and I'll touch on that in a second. But on the more darker side of the board, there's someone that is frustrated because things didn't go as fast as they wanted to. It's like they expected more. They wanted more. There's like a sense of greed and impatience. Like I shouldn't have to do the work. I should just have it. And this energy led them further on a darker path. Okay. They lost their crown, that's for sure. Now, there is another energy in this Queen of Cups, and there may be someone in the collective, and this Queen of Cups may be representing you. And there may have been concerns about some recent concerns about you and some loved ones. Okay. And there may have been an energetic attack sent towards children or pets. And this angered the heavens. I'm not even going to fucking play. This angered the heavens. The heavenly realms were angry at the witness of this. At the witness of a child or a loved one, something that couldn't defend itself and shouldn't even be in the crossfires because the motives and the warfare had nothing to do with this loved one. And you may be this Queen of Cups kind of energy where you're very loving, you're intuitive, you're nurturing, you're compassionate, you're caring, you're kind. You do things of the heart. You do things all or nothing. Like what I'm sensing from this, the light side of this energy. So this is the collective that I'm sensing. Like you don't have to do something. You don't half love. You don't have to, like, you're like all in. You're very deep. You have a depth to you. And you've done a very good job at transmuting the energy. Someone or something, like, well, let's look at this from the higher spirits, a demonic, dark, evil spirited energy, whether it was using bodies or hosts or not, wanted to intimidate you, collective. And one of the ways it was trying to intimidate you was by going after, in their eyes, a weakling, an entry point, which is sick for it to just look at this so cold and calculated. Like it was strategizing a way to tear you down and break you and hurt you. And I feel that from this entity. You have done a very good job at transmuting it. Like, even though there may have been some things that were concerning, that were alarming, they may have even been scary or whatever, I see that you're strong. You're strong. You're a strong person. Like, this may be Queen of Cups right here, and that's a great way to represent you, but you're so much more than a Queen of Cups. You could probably be the Queen of Swords too. And I feel that. You know, you sharp with it. And you can cut through shit. And you're not about to fucking play. Fortunately, there's like a heavy artillery of spiritual backing from the heavens. Like, this shit is like, there are freaking like cannons pointed at whoever did this to your loved ones. Like spiritual cannons, like the big guns are pointed. Like, oh my gosh. Yo, it's not funny. It's not funny. A spirit doesn't want you to be too serious, though. And I feel that too. Like, I feel the seriousness of this, but you got a heavy backing. Like I said, a very heavy artillery. Spiritually speaking, the heavens were pissed, are angry. Right now, they are angry that this has happened. There are certain lines you don't cross. And I know there's this saying, all is fair in love and war. Nah, you don't go after someone's kids because you're petty and jealous. You don't go after someone that's innocent and defenseless just to hurt someone because you feel like you lost. So, without my shadow side coming out and being like speaking a K word, we're just going to surrender this to God. We're going to surrender this to God. We're going to let God handle this. We're not going to have any blood on our hands. We're not going to do no evil. We're not going to do nothing. We're going to give this to God. This is personal. This is wrong. And the heavens are mad. So we're going to give this to God. I'm going to pick these up. I want you to know that you did the right thing. You comforted a loved one. You transmuted an energy. You've done really good at not giving into the projections. There were a lot of projections coming in at all levels, trying to convince you of lies, trying to convince you that you feel some type of way when you don't, trying to convince you that someone else that you can trust is someone that you can't trust, trying to tear apart your support, trying to tear apart your friendship, trying to tear apart your network that was heavenly sent, try to tear apart your self-identity and destroy your home and your family. Someone is playing very dirty with their spiritual warfare. And praise God, because God is terrible out of his holy places, if need be. Okay. So there's going to be some actions taken. By the judgment of God, there's going to be some actions taken. And I heard Nyx kind of like get up and come to me energetically. It was like, I'm in. This is up my alley. Those of you that don't know, Nyx is a Greek goddess of like darkness and night. She's got some pretty interesting children too that are powerful. Not all of them are necessarily. No offense, Nyx, but not all your kids are necessarily people that I want to be like friends with necessarily, because like I'm not trying to get fucked up. But there are certain beings of God that they're created a certain way, and they are what they are, and they're comfortable with what they are. And the spiritual artillery, like the heavy hitters that are stepping into the ring on your behalf because of what the enemy was willing to do, has already done, and was trying to do. There is no motive or reason to go to that measure. And they didn't have a reason anyways. Not that there ever could be one. So you've got some pretty fierce spirits. I know I named a name like Nyx, but there's a lot. There's a lot. And I kind of don't want to say names just because, like, I want this hit to come out of darkness. I don't want the enemy to see this coming. They're going to get sucker punched out of the shadows. Like, imagine a shadow teleporting so fast before you can believe an eye, and there's a freaking right fist coming out of the portal of that shadow from another realm. This person's about to get fucked up. There's a lot more to this existence than what meets the eye. And there are other beings that are stepping in and getting involved. Like, I mean, like, shit. You got spirits, like, getting up off their throne and cracking some knuckles and, like, getting ready. They ready. They're getting, like, they're ready for this shit. I feel it. And obviously, if Nyx is getting involved, you bet your ass her husband Erebus is getting involved in this. So, I'll at least speak of that. She's got some... I'll speak of one of the children. The Three Fates. So, yeah. Yeah, things are about to go down. This is crazy. This is crazy. It's like, I don't know, like a spiritual gang war. Like someone fucked up when they touched God's anointed one, and now we got a bunch of spirits like, I mean, this is like angels with baseball bats type deal, you know? Oh, there's that Queen of Swords. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Say what you wanna say. Just let the words fall out. Honestly. All right, Queen of Swords. Say what you need to say. That's what you're being asked to do. Say what you need to say. Say it. Say it out loud. Say it. Don't hold back. Say it. That's what you're being asked to do. You got spirits about to, like, they getting up. They're ready to step into the ring. They're ready to fuck some shit up. They're crackling their knuckles. Like, they're getting ready to step into the ring. We got, like, heavenly cannons pointed at this motherfucker and everybody connected to him. It's a turducken. I mean, like, spirits about to shove their head up their ass and shove their head up their ass and then whoop both their asses. Like, everybody about to go down. All in one swoop. Like, we about to bind them together. They're about to be bound together, and every single one of them gonna get hit accordingly. Goodness. There's a lot of weapons involved. Like, Spirit's showing me so many different types of weapons. Oh my gosh. There's some ancient warriors getting involved. Like, there's some that just be waiting. You just waiting. Like, They want the smoke. Some of these spirits, they want the smoke, okay? They want it. They want to fight. They want this battle. They're like, I've been waiting. I'm sorry they did this for you. I'm sorry they did this to you, but I'm glad I get to step in. Like I've been needing to blow off some steam type deal. Like shit. Okay. All right. Mm-hmm. Damn. All you got to do is say what you need to say. Know your truth, stand your boundaries, and say what you need to say. That's what you're being asked to do. Spirit is taking action. Like God has already spoken the judgment, and there are spirits stepping in to execute and deliver it. Okay. Huh. All right. It's crazy. About to shove your head. Oh, goodness. All right. That's crazy. What else would you like the collective to know? Strength. It's in the upright, too. And this is a crazy strength. You ever been surrounded by an army that's protecting you? You should be feeling his presence. Whoever this message is for, you should be feeling it. It's like nothing is going to touch you. It's like you're in this circle surrounded by some big buff ass warrior spirits, okay? And they're all shoulder to shoulder, ain't nothing getting past them. And you're protected. Meanwhile, there's like Valkyrie and warriors and angels and gods and goddesses, and they're all out to battle. Meanwhile, all you got to do is you got to be in this safety circle, the circle of safety, and just say what you need to say. However that translates to you, like however that resonates with you. If you need to say it to someone, say it to someone. If you need to say it to God, say it to God. If you just need to say it out loud, like whatever it is, just say it. Say what you need to say. It's so important. There's something about a throat chakra clearing. That wound, that truth deserves a voice. And you are being given a safe space to speak it. Meanwhile, whoever the fuck crossed the line with you, just give it to God. Give it to God. God created beings just for this kind of stuff. God created beings just for this kind of stuff. God created both. Okay. What else? Yeah, Ten of Swords reverse. It ain't happening. Okay? So whatever these low vibrational people and the demonic entities behind them tried to do to you, a whole lot worse is going to come to them. And you are safe. And that ultimately kind of sums up this message. Like, I don't think we need to get into details. There's this energy of like, shh, and lock the door. Like, I'll translate it for you. Let's say I was in jail and someone crossed the line that they shouldn't have. And I know where they bunk at. Like, I know where their cell at. Well, I'm going to go to their cell. If it's the kind where I can maybe shut the door, okay, we going to shut the door. If it's not that kind, it's on like an electric lock, we going to hang a sheet up. There's going to be people standing outside, minding their fucking business, making sure nobody disturbs what's about to go down. And I would enter that cell And, we would just handle what needs to be handled. They shouldn't have crossed that line. You shouldn't have stole my fucking honey bun, bitch. But we ain't talking about honey buns, and we ain't talking about jail. We're talking about something a lot worse than that. Okay? So, someone's about to get fucked up, and don't worry about it. Like, there's this energy, like, don't worry about what's about to happen to them. You just know you're safe, and you just speak your truth. Okay, collective? Meanwhile, Spirit over here and hanging a sheet up so nobody can see what's going on. Like, cover the doorway with a sheet, and no one needs to know what's going on. When we're going to step in the room, we're going to close it behind us, and we're going to lock the door. And we're going to have someone on the outside standing guard as lookout. And is no one by any means supposed to interrupt what's going on behind this closed door. It's no one's business. Spirit's going to handle shit their own way. And it's just like that. It's just like that. All right. Collective, you're safe. If you need to be in solitude with your loved ones, enjoy it. It's a safe space. If you want to speak some kind of prayer of protection out, yeah, do that. If you got a trusted one that you can safely speak on whatever is going on, do that. Just know you're loved. Know Spirit's got you. And know that whoever was involved in this, they're all being rounded up and put in a room together. And spirits, ancestors, guardians, angels are walking in this room, filling the room, and blocking the door behind them. And we don't need to hear about it. We don't need to know about it. Like, they're going to be dealt with. Okay? Okay. All right, cool. Today's a new day, y'all. F around, find out day. F around, find out day. Touch a fucking kid. I don't care if you send a spirit to the kid. Mess with someone in a dream state. Go ahead. Fuck with someone's pet. Look, people in this world need to find out. You don't need to be doing that shit, for one. And, like, there's people out here where they are, not someone to be fucked with. And just because the enemy thought you were naive, thought you were weak, thought you were traumatized, thought you were wounded, thought you were going to be easy, thought that they outnumbered you, that's okay. It's fine. It's fine. People need to fucking learn. And if a baseball bat wielding angel is how that person needs to learn this lesson, then so fucking be it. The rod ain't gonna be spared on this one. All right, y'all. I'm gonna leave this reading here. If you like the way that I read, please be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. I love you, and I'll see you on the next one.